You already know who it is. Here's to your boy, Mike, franchise play. Greetings! Season 2, we in there.
You know, we iced out, blurred out.
We
got paper for days.
get money.
Yeah, you haven't seen us in a while, and there's a reason behind it.
CJ, what's up? What's up?
These fouls is what's up right now. Bro, we be doing it. We be doing it. 821.
We misuse nigger.
We? I'm very responsible. I turn my music down
You
at the
call
light.
him a nigga.
I turn my music.
Nigga.
But this
you
is
call your
in-house.
boys niggas. No, but still, like Martin Luther King and all those people back then fought for us not to be called a nigga.
They said they called each other backwoods swamp running niggas all the time back then.
No.
The only difference is it's been perpetuated in the media
But
by artists like
fought
Lil
hard
Wayne.
to
Very
not be
true.
called a
Very
nigga.
true. Very
So
true.
now we
Very
call
true.
each other nigga this, nigga that, nigga
When
this,
white
nigga
people
that.
around, I don't
So
use
why
it.
shouldn't a white person call you
When white
nigga?
people around, I don't
You
use
say
the
it
word
to
nigga. When
him,
white people
so-
around, I can yell at my brother. My brother can yell at me. But a nigga yell at my brother and he yelling at we. You understand what I'm saying?
I like that.
He went off just now, goddamn.
That was that's my gone.
You got a distant level.
Yeah, Marvin Gaye. Pause. That's my nigga.
That's the
Who is this? Unknown number. Domino's Pizza, how can I help you? Domino's Pizza. Would you like to meet lovers? Hello? Oh.
Yeah, so they fought for us not to be called niggas. So nowadays people just like nigga this, nigga that, nigga this, nigga that.
Yeah, you're
So
socially
I mean,
irresponsible.
really now it's just like they don't care. So I wouldn't get mad. Like, I mean, if they're being in a disrespectful way, like
I don't care if they did be in a disrespectful way.
I would get offended. But if they just like nigga what's up, if a white person say nigga what's up, I'm not gonna get mad.
All right, let's talk about this seriously. Let's talk about the N-word seriously, like from a serious perspective, because I mean, this.
Everybody calls each other a nigga up there.
Right.
I'm saying it's not. I told you, I grew up black and white. It's not like that where I'm from.
I'm saying, but white person is like mad at you and they say, well, nigger.
I don't care if he's happy.
They
I'll
add the
never-
her in there and they like nigger.
I don't care if he puts the A on the line.
Yeah, you get offended, but like if a white boy you cool like nigga,
No, I'm not gonna call him nigga. He not gonna call me nigga.
I mean,
Plus, I don't have many
use
white
it
friends.
every
Get
day.
that on
So
camera.
like they put it in their lyrics. Rappers put it in their lyrics. So
Exactly.
white boy rapping the song, he gonna say nigga.
I've yet to hear
You've
Eminem.
been listening to Wild
I can call all girls
I
bitches
listen to
because
Wild
it's in movies. I mean, because of the music, I can call all girls bitches now.
But I've yet to hear Eminem. I've yet to hear Eminem drop the N-bomb. I've yet to hear what's his name, Bubba Sparks drop the N-bomb. I've yet to hear who's the other one.
Truthfully, it wouldn't be no backlash.
Asher Roth. I've yet to hear him say the
Because
N-word.
people are so
DJ
caught up on
Khaled say
power.
nigga all the time. What is he?
All right, look here. Whatever ethnicity you are when you're pulled over by the cops, that's what you are. Whatever race they treat you as when you get pulled over, that's what ethnicity you are. All right, that's for one. For two, I look at it as I grew up in Alabama, so if a white person said the N-word, I was gonna snap on their ass. Like point blank period. You don't say A, you don't say ER, nothing. If you say the N-word and you're not black, where I grew up from, then you probably get that ass whooped. Like straight up. I was the main person. I was like, yo, let a white person say the N-word around me, and I'm going off straight up. Like that's
I mean,
a word.
if they say in a disrespectful way, yes.
I don't care. Don't say it all around me, cause I grew up. My parents raised me right. Like my parents were like, yo. They weren't like yo, but they were raised. They were very intellectual people. So me being raised by two intellectual people who even took me to a museum where I actually saw wax figures of what they used to do to black people while they said the N-word.
So why would you want to even bring it up when you're talking to your homegirl like that? Why you want to call him,
It's
It's a term of endearment.
Yeah, but you don't like
used by
it's like
in-house
back then, like,
Negroes.
they fought to not be calling it.
This
like,
is what I'm saying.
Back then they were like, nigga, you can't get on this.
I agree with you 100%. I agree with you 100%. What I don't agree with you about is if a person of a different race said it and I just be no, I wouldn't be cool with it. Now, yes, do black people use the word? Yeah, we do use it to this day, and I hate to say it, it's dumb on our part. As a race, we stupid for saying it to this day. We should kill it. It should have been killed a long time ago. But at the same time, we shouldn't allow any other race to say that word. That's a term. That term was made for as a negative connotated word. It's like this. If I go up in the kitchen and I'm making poison, I know what that poison is for.
It's kind of like when you talk to your kids.
Why should
I can smoke and drink, but my kid can't do that.
We can use it towards each other. Why can't they use it?
Because it's a term that brings, it's a negative connotated word.
Why do they keep
I will fight this to the death right here. The N-word was born to be a negative connotated word. That's a word they use when they're hanging on people. That's a word they're using to.
Your question. Your question is, why can't we keep it to ourselves, but why can't we let other people use it? Why do white people gotta keep all the jobs to themselves?
Alright, I like this. If you say we shouldn't do nothing when they say the N-word, then drop the C-bomb, call them white trash, do all this, go to a Hispanic, say
back
spit.
then, who had problems with names? You know, niggas, black people.
We had no choice because we were slaves. We were doing what we told.
You call me a cracker, no, it's like black people, nigga. You know.
This is what you gotta understand. We didn't have equal rights back then. Now that we got equal rights, then why should we take that? Back then we had to take it. We were forced to take whatever they dished out, we had to take it. Now we don't have to take it. So being that we don't have to take it, you should retaliate. And truth be told, that's how all the other stereotypes, like you think white trash was out back then? No. You think honky, cracker, all that stuff, all those racial slurs and this, that, and the third were out back then? They probably said it under their breath while, just cracker, this, that, and the third. But it wasn't like no master to their face. It wasn't no direct insult. The word nigga is a direct insult to black people. So therefore, I feel like nobody outside of the African American, actually nobody should use the word pig. Truth be told, nobody should use it, period. But being that,
don't use it, might as well let
But see,
no.
This is my point.
No.
I'm an individual.
No.
I can't be responsible for someone else's social.
I'm not saying like, okay, if it's an old grumpy white man, he call you a nigga. Yeah, get
I put my
mad,
music out, dog. My shit on internet, you will never hear me say library. You will never hear me say that.
Right.
And Lil Wayne and them, they in the business of making money.
Sleepy.
So they don't care. They throw it around loosely.
Sleepy.
Rush it on you, speak English. They say, nigga, you got it. Why you saying they just speak all the lyrics? I'm not accepting that. That's just me.
I mean, they put it in the song, so of course.
That's his social irresponsibility.
But the rappers are not role models. They don't when they writing raps and shit, they're not rapping to be role models.
The media, that's what people look at. So
That's true.
And whose fault is that?
I'm not accepting that.
Truth be told, if I ran the media, if I was the guy, if I was responsible for what gets put out in the media, I'd be like, if you're gonna cuss and use this kind of language on your stuff, don't put the CD out. I'll be like, look, if somebody has to push a button to blank it out, you can't put it out. Say that for the mixtape. If you're gonna put out stuff like that, put it out on mixtapes. Because there's no reason why I'm riding around in my car and a song sound like a damn instrumental. Truth be told. So me personally, I feel like if you're going for the sake of business, if you're gonna do it for the sake of business, you know, it's whatever. But
Your fault.
if it's to be, if you trying to be role models, then don't put out any explicit content. Because truth be told, that's where black people messed up. We got into this mentality of I'm going for mine instead of we going for ours. That's why you see these rappers going out there saying whatever on the track, doing whatever, talking about this, that, and the third, because they know they're not role models. All they want to do is make money. They just want to sell records. And that's why we in the predicament we in now. The reason why we got these movies where we look ignorant and all these other countries look at us as drug dealers and pimps and this, that, and the third. The reason why other countries have this perspective or this vision of us is because that's all we put out in the media. And all the people who put shit out and trying to do is make money. They don't think, you know what, a 15-year-old boy is gonna see this, so let me edit this and let me find a positive male so he can, you know, look after or idolize. You know what I'm saying? There isn't a single rapper in the music industry I idolize to this day. Not one. Probably the closest one would probably be Wale. Cause I actually heard him say I do it for the kids. And he be on some intellectual stuff. Any other rapper, I can't say I idolize.
He's talking about the same subject in one of his songs.
Now, as a person, yeah, I can be like, okay, I can see how they roll. Like, for example, Ludacris and 50 Cent, I respect them as businessmen, but as role models, I I can't think of too many rappers that are role models because a lot of rappers are just in it to make music. Now here's the difference between black people and white people. A white person can make a country song talking about the same exact thing, but nobody will look at it like, oh, this is negative, this, that. When they do it, it's looked at as telling a story. But when we do it, it's looked at as ignorance. You know what I'm saying? When Tupac did all that stuff, Tupac's way of showing the corruption in the world was through music. You know what I'm saying? That's how NWA and all them, they did the things they do to show the world, hey, this is what's going on, and nobody's doing anything to fix it. But then all these other rappers are just, all these other up and coming artists, they've been like, wow, I gotta do this to get on. So all they did was copy what they did, but not knowing, you know, the reason why things are done. That's why I can't stand people that copy others, because you copying something that person is doing, but you don't even know the origin of why they doing what they doing. You know what I'm saying? If I come up in here, if you see me playing an Xbox, and all of a sudden you just go out there and spend all this money and buy an Xbox, and you don't even know what you're doing with it, then you look like the fool because you don't even know why I'm playing that Xbox. You don't even know what game I'm playing. You don't know why I'm sitting there playing the game. So why you gonna go out there and do what I do?
You could just be a supporter of Microsoft.
You know, so the problem is, A, people don't think for themselves no more. B, they just in it for themselves. So how you gonna tell somebody who's in it for themselves and don't think for themselves, hey, you know what, you should do this and you'll look like a better role model? For the longest time, I ain't gonna lie, I used to hate Tyler Perry because I'm like, yo, you are a man who has all this exposure and you dress like a woman. But then once I started actually looking at the plays, it's like, alright, I see you actually got a positive message in your movies. So I can somewhat look past the fact that you're dressing as a woman. I just wish there was another way you can do this without dressing as a woman. You know?
There's different reasons why he does it.
Why did I get married?
I'll think about it.
Who was that?
That nigga told me.
Tim? Oh yeah, she need to come over here and get the twister.
You know, and it's like real talk. I'm pretty much my own role model because there's nobody out there that you have to find somebody in real life to be your role model. My role model in high school was my mentor. His name was Bob. I'm an editor.
Sound white.
No, he is a black dude, and he was a businessman. He owned dealerships and things like that. That was a man I found vicariously through my parents. No, I didn't Google or nothing. I was introduced to him through my parents. You know, and not every black male in America has that person they can go to.
Does that to do with the shoes?
Yes, I cleaned his forces and all that stuff. He taught me how to have ambition, how to have drive, how to do this, that, and the third. I can somewhat say without him, I probably wouldn't have the drive and ambition or the work ethic I have this day. Now my parents, they did a good job, but some things you gotta see to believe. You know what I'm saying? Your parents to sit there and be like, oh, do your homework, do this, that, and the third. And you say, why? They be like, cause I told you to. But when you actually see, alright, this is what hard work pays, and hard work looks like when it pays off, then yeah, it actually gives you a job to do stuff. And like, these rappers don't show that. All they do is in the videos, yeah, you work hard, you grind hard, this, that. They show that, but it's in a negative way. If I was a rapper, I wouldn't have half-naked women in my videos, this, that, and the third. Yeah, it's nice. And when I see that in the video, I'm like, shh. But at the same time, I wouldn't do that because that's not the image I want to portray to all over the world. The image I want people, when the name Mike Ward comes up, I want people to think, you know, that's an intellectual black man. That's a man who got a good head on his shoulders. Not just a black man, but I want to be respected as a man. And I want my race to look at me as somebody like, you know what, I want to be like him for good reasons. You know, that's why when Barack Obama got elected, I was like, yes, thank God, finally, these black males have something to look forward to instead of being good athletes and great entertainers. Now, they can strive to be something better. They can strive to be president. They can strive to be doctors. They can strive to be lawyers. They can strive to be Dominiques. They can strive to be businessmen, you know? That's the thing we need. We need more black-owned businesses. As a community, we need more black-owned everything. You know, you shouldn't just want to just be an athlete and that's it. That's why I respect any rapper who came in the game and got off like 50 Cent, Ludacris. They got in the rap game, made their money, got more business ventures. And then 50 Cent, you know, Vitamin Water, G-Unit came in, got his own clothing line, all that stuff. I respect rappers who do that.